Aloha, everybody.
Aloha.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Very good. This is a happy occasion. Usually when I come to this room and there's a presentation, a commendation, or a proclamation, or something like of that nature, people are happy. They generally not too many frowns, but it's as I say, it's a lot of times it's a commendation, a recognition of a particular event, someone's birthday, an anniversary, of something, a recognition of some event, historical and otherwise. Maybe a month to be named after someone or for something, and so on. But I think this is the first time in this 2.5 years that there'll actually be a full-fledged plan of operation that is the end result of multiple groups actually agreeing with one another. I was thinking of having it's too bad the entire process wasn't filmed or something, so it could send it to the Congress to, as a kind of in-service training or something. It's really rather remarkable. So when I was putting together the kind of the summary section, one of the things I wanted to emphasize, and I brought it with me, I thought that much of it, and I thought I had it right here. Shoots. That's how smart I am. I started to say something that I don't have in front of me. Ah, yeah, right here. Of course it is. This is a summary here, of the entire plan, which is like 150 plus pages, but the entire report. But look at this. The policy group endorsement. That's a lot of effort. Here you go, right there. You can actually see. That's a lot of effort. Office of Planning, transportation, all these various offices and responsibilities and kuleanas that are on here. The only thing that strikes me as having a difficulty for the public to absorb, because when they hear about Ocean Resources Management Plan, there's going to be an automatic, well, that's a good thing, right? Ocean Resources Management Plan. When one of the iron rules of politics is when you're explaining, you're losing, right? People, right? William, better look at who's laughing the loudest here. Isla. When you're explaining, you're losing. In other words, if people can't grasp instantly what it is you're talking about, if they can get a hold of it, grab what it is. Healthcare, okay, I'm for that kind of thing. You can get Ocean Resources Management Plan. They have that, no question about it. The problem is when you try to abbreviate it. Everybody knows what's coming. I see now, how do you say, what did they accomplish? ORMP. Right? ORMP. When I looked at it, I said, what's this? Oh, they said ORMP. The ORMP's done, right? I said, what do you mean the ORMP's done? ORMP, I think, is as far as we're going to be able to get in summarizing this thing. So I pretty much made up my mind to say Ocean Resources Management Plan every time, I think. But for those of you who put all this time and effort into the Ocean Resources Management Plan, I think the last thing you want to think of it is ORMP, because that is it's not just an abbreviation. It's truncating all the effort and the commitment and the professionalism and the dedication that went into this. So that's why I particularly wanted to have a public signing of the Ocean Resources Management Plan, because I wanted to let you know that I respect and admire the work effort that's gone into this, and more than that, the capacity to synthesize what needed to be done in order to have a plan that's going to work. Anybody that reads the plan in its various manifestations, I think is going to be very, very pleased with all of it. And it includes Papahanaumokuakea as well. So what is involved in that is not just the Hawaiian Islands. When this says ocean resource, we're talking about the ocean, not just our economic zone or the state responsibilities through DLNR or ocean harbors divisions and so on. But it reaches out to what the entire responsibility that we have, reaching out all the way as we approach our brothers and sisters in Japan and throughout the rest of the Pacific Islands. So I think it's a remarkable combination of federal, state, city, organizational responsibilities, and I'm very, very pleased to have the opportunity to be able to sign it today. I'm going to ask Jesse Suki to come forward and perhaps speak more specifically from the Office of Planning that can maybe detail some of the specifics then in the plan before I sign it, to be followed by William Isla. Although I had in my original notes pending. So Jesse and I are always available, but William, actually works for a living, out there. We're not huddled down behind on his desk somewhere. We never quite know where we're going to spot him. He could have scuba gear over checking pilings after an earthquake over in Kauai Harbor, right? Come on, fess up. And so we'll have the chief snorkeler of the state up after Jesse. Jesse?
Thank you, Governor.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much. So thank you, everyone, for coming. And, I could name all the organizations who helped, but you can see in the page that the governor showed, but it's the state agencies, it's the county agencies, and they all signed. Federal partners are in here, because the ocean is a resource and our coasts are a resource that we're all responsible for managing. And it's just great that we could all get together and do this. And I also want to say that as part of this plan, the outreach that we did in all of the counties, we went to all of the counties, we met with groups through official notices in the newspaper, but also the team that we had in the Office of Planning through the Coastal Zone Management Program, Leo Asuncion, our program manager, and his staff, went out by request to the community to talk about the development of the plan and what the interests were, and we looked at all of those comments. And William even came up to the meetings we had here on Oahu, and he spent maybe a half an hour just talking to a group about the interests and the concerns, and all of that was captured, and it's all in this plan. And so the next step now is how do we implement? And we're already talking about how we do that with our partners, our policy group, which is our directors and decision makers, and the working group, which include their staff who do all the hard work. So it's not just going to be a plan that goes on our shelf. And that's why we're also very appreciative for the governor's support of this very important plan, because it shows that this is an important thing that we can all rally around and do good about, because the government, right, is everybody. So we're all responsible. And I wanted to have William Isla to come up and say a few words, because as far as the ocean and coast is concerned, we deal with his office almost every day, and they are very important to this.
Thank you very much, Jesse. Governor, thank you very, very much.
It's not true, by the way, that the ocean has to get permission from William to come into the various harbors around the state.
First of all, I want to thank, as Jesse said, everyone that spent a lot of time and a lot of passion and a lot of energy, and even to the point of blood, sweat, and tears in making this plan possible. I want to point out that this plan takes our management of the ocean resources really to the top of the mountain. And it, as the governor fondly reminds all of the cabinet members, it forces us to think outside of compartments. And it forces us to all work together because, as Jesse said, we are the government, we are the people, we are the entity that's responsible for the resources. The other thing that it does is it implements culture into the planning and into the implementation. And what was left unsaid is it gives a lot of responsibility to the Department of Land and Natural Resources. So thank you, Jesse. But we look forward to that with a passion, because these are our resources, and these are our children's resources, and that's why we really spend a lot of time doing this. So thank you, Jesse, and thank you, Governor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Why don't you help me with the chair here, and you can stay up here with me if you would. Although I will tell you that while I have tremendous confidence in William, I am not going to put him in charge of metaphors, because I'm not quite sure how the Ocean Resources Management Plan goes to the top of the mountain.
Mountain to sea.
Yes, except in Ahupua'a terms, right? Okay, here we go. I'll go from left to right and cover the entire political spectrum. How's that?
Yes, that's right. Right, left, and center.
Just really read the last paragraph of what I'm signing on the message that will go out then. I'm pleased to see the endorsement of a wide range of government entities with resources and authority to implement the Ocean Resources Management Plan. I support their efforts and the goals and objectives they have identified for action. Imua, Hawaii.
And I'll say that a copy of the plan will be online at the Office of Planning's website at planning.hawaii.gov.
Done. One to you, Jeff.
Thank you, sir.
One to you, William. And let's hold them up and take some holy pictures. Here, let's move this. Can you put that underneath, Jess? Okay. And what we can do then is take pictures, everybody, self-selection, do it in groups, singly, however you want to do it, by department, orientation, however you want to do it. There we go.
Ready? 1, 2, and 3. And one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Should have a little wave machine sound coming in now.
Anybody else want to?
Okay, who's next? You want to take a group picture? Okay, let's do a group picture. We can do that. Believe there's enough room. Everybody on this side, turn your right shoulder forward. Everybody on this side, left shoulder, and we'll be fine.
You know, every single person in this room did something.
Oh, yeah. Louise, let me. Louise? Get it out of the way, okay? Good. Here we go.
No, I thought they were going to take this one.
Oh, yes, yours. Yeah. Good to see you. Right, we did it right.
Oh, yeah, you guys. Look at that. See, that brings some people. He's stand on the shoulder.
Actually, I called about the
You gotta like him a little more.
proposal. Oh, yeah, I called and let him know that 100% for that. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll be hopeful. Get that worked out. I know you gotta recuse yourself from myself.
1, 2.
Are ready, everybody?
Everybody ready? Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I'm not sure.